Schulz. So sit back and relax. Sorry about the weather. There's nothing we can do about that, but I'm sure your doggies don't mind. My name is Linda, and I'm your guide today for a tour of London, starting here at Lambeth Bridge, just ahead of us, and finishing back here in approximately an hour and a half, depending on the traffic. So thank you for coming along. Welcome to all your lovely little doggies. Lovely to see them all in their gorgeous little outfits. Sit back and relax. Here we go, Lambeth Bridge just ahead of us here to the right hand side, with Lambeth Palace over there on the other side of the dog shows in June. Now here we are coming up to, of course, the Palace of Westminster with Victoria Tower Gardens here on the left hand side. This is where they host the Westminster Dog of the Year show, and that's been going on since 1992. It's hosted by the Kennel Club, and last year's winner were two dogs, in fact, joint entrants, Labradoodle sisters, Kennedy and Clinton, who are both owned by Jonathan Reynolds, the Labour MP Jonathan Reynolds. He was very relieved to accept the prize, it being the first Labour MP to have a victory, any Labour Party to win the dog competition in over 8 years. And he very humbly thanked the judges for the honour and said that it was about time the Labour Party won something. So it was all taken in good humour. So that happens here. And then they retire and they become loved family pets with the families of their keepers. So they're trained in Keston, and they also take donations. So they breed a lot of dogs there at Keston, but if people have a dog that are around a year of age, primarily of course they're looking for German Shepherds, Labradors and Spaniels. They use those for detection work, but they also take donated dogs, young dogs that they will be trained. And they like biting the footprint. Unfortunately, they tend to bite each other as well. And one particular incident involved one of the Queen Mother's corgis, Ranger. Ranger, back in 1989, Savage Chuka, one of her daughter's corgis, and unfortunately the dog didn't survive. So they could be very precious indeed. But the Queen Mother loved corgis as well. So here we are at Marble Arch. You can see the figure here of the horse's head on the right, still water. Now, with these animals, brave animals, and the dogs animals in war, they brought in a medal called the Dickens Medal, which has been won by a variety of dogs and many pigeons. 32 pigeons who worked with the dogs to deliver messages during World War I. Victoria and her forays out here into the antique shops. She really was a very keen animal lover. She had a number of dogs. The most famous of these, and perhaps the most beloved of all these, was one she was given as a young girl, Dash, a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. It was a gift, and Dash went everywhere with Queen Victoria. When Dash passed away, he was given a special memorial, which is still there today at Windsor Castle, figure of him on marble to commemorate the Queen.
Oh, come on.
She, I think, Dash was given to her when she was a teenager here at Kensington Palace. When she became Queen in 1837. Rather fractious, the other dog, whose name escapes me, recently bit somebody, and it got out on social media as well. The Obama dog had bitten somebody. The second dog they got, I think it's called Sandy, is not, Sunny, is not quite as well behaved as Bo. But they had a model made of Bo as a toy dog, and that was a gift given to little Prince George. So you never know, if you're coming here. So looking to the left, here is the memorial to Prince Albert. You can see just here. As I say, he came over with his own greyhound, Eos. Eos was a beautiful greyhound, very elegant, very loyal to Prince Albert. And Eos was given to him when Poppy was now ahead of us on the left by that red double-decker bus. So that's the Athenaeum Hotel. On our right, Green Park. Completely dog friendly. You can take your dog everywhere in Green Park because there are no organised formal flower beds, no statuary, nothing. It's just a plain park. As the name suggests, it is just now at the Kennel Club in health issues with many of our pedigree dogs to improve the health of our dogs. So that's Clarges Street, which is just behind us here on the left, and it's the headquarters of the Kennel Club. They're open to the public as well. You can pop in to chat with the Kennel Club. They give a lot of advice online. If you Google their website at the Kennel Club, they'll give you a lot of help and advice on acquired processes. As you may be aware, there was a change in law last year. 2016, a new law was brought in for microchipping. As I'm sure you know, all your dogs are microchipped. It is a legal requirement now for your dog to be microchipped and to wear a tag with his or her name on the dog, tag with the number, so people can be quickly reunited with their dogs. Every year we get around, well, we get over 100,000 dogs who are either lost or stolen. So with this new legislation, it's hoped that people will be reunited. Portraits and works of art from the 1300s right up into the 20th century, and a good sprinkling of portraits, animal portraits by Landseer and Stubbs, known primarily for his horses, but he painted dogs as well. And it's free entrance into the National Gallery for a vast collection of art, ranging, as I say, lobbying going on at the moment over the Dangerous Dogs Act in certain breeds which are banned or have to be kept under certain conditions, and there are many animal groups lobbying to get this law changed. If that happens, it will be within the government ministries here in Whitehall that the new law is formulated. So we're heading famous of the residents at the moment is Larry the Cat at number 10 at Downing Street. Larry the Cat has a rather vicious reputation. He's known to strike fear into all of the canine residents of number 11. Currently, that is Philip Hammond the Chancellor, who has two dogs. One, a Dachshund called Oscar, and the other dog, Rex, a Welsh Terrier. Welsh Terriers are known to be quite a feisty breed, but apparently both of them are terrified of Larry the Cat next door at number 10. And they have to kick them indoors number 11 for fear of an attack by Larry the Cat. It's not his first victim. Larry the Cat also saw off George Osborne's dog, a Bichon Frise called Lola, who was moved out as well. And he's had a number of scrapes with the parliamentary cats in the area, Gladstone and Palmerston. And there have been scraps and cat fights, literal cat fights outside of number 10 between Larry and Palmerston. So we're passing by the Horse Guards Parade here on the right. You can see these are horses there belonging to the Household Regiment. And the was a mechanic during the war. You see the Bill McQueen, which is out with the Labradors, and the Range Rover breaks down. There's number 10. Just to get a brief view of Downing Street. So we're coming up to Parliament Square, heading back towards Lambeth Bridge. Parliament Square here with the green area in the centre, but I wouldn't say this is particularly dog friendly, of course. They will be revamping the area to make it more pedestrian friendly over the next 2 years. There are plans afoot to change the way the traffic runs around this area, so perhaps it might be a little bit more dog friendly. Nevertheless, you could walk from here along the river and then head over the bridge to enjoy Battersea Park, not very far away. And of course Battersea, well known for its dog and cat refuge. The Queen stood down as patron of Battersea this year after...
Hey, bunny. Where are you going? Hey, Starlet, come on. Starlet, come. Come on. Where's the squirrel?